Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corner, Seed in the Sand, and this is chapter 10 of Shifting Gears. And how I want to end this chapter and this series with Shifting Gears is to say there's a case in my hometown area where there's a person that was clearly having trouble psychologically, and he clearly needed help, and he clearly needed somebody to stand by him, and he was left alone and going through a divorce. He had PTSD, all kinds of different types of things, and I'm watching his case that he went through, which was similar to my case, where it was kind of like a temporary insanity type thing, where you just had so much built up and you just kind of like lost it at the end. And the comments are the hard part to watch, where it's like, oh, he's clearly, you know, going to be like this for the rest of his life, and he shouldn't see the light of day and things like that. And it's hard. It's hard to like understand. It's hard to make people understand that it's not always like a permanent thing. PTSD is not a permanent. It fluctuates. It goes up and down. And I've had my share of having problems. And I've had my share of trauma with PTSD. I've had my share of, having problems with medications and staying on your medications. I've had problems where all of a sudden the medications aren't coming and they're supposed to be sent to you and they're not there, and then all of a sudden you got to go cold turkey. And that goes into a whole new cycle of trying to get regulated and trying to get back on your feet and trying to get stabilized again. And now I'm having a problem of, do I stay with my current providers or do I change providers? Do I get a fresh start, a fresh perspective? And do I start over again with someone new, whether that's a prescribing doctor or, a psychotherapist? So there's lots of different ways we can shift gears, and we can see things in a different way. But this gentleman that had this court case, boy, did I want to help him. I really, really wanted to stand by him to say, you're not alone. You're not by yourself. There are people out there that have gone through similar experiences that you've gone through. And it doesn't mean that you're in this lifetime sentence of doom and gloom and people looking down on you for the rest of your life. You don't have to feel that way. I so badly wanted to share that with him, and if he ever finds this channel, I wish he would do a YouTube channel like this and share his experiences and be able to share his growth and his ways of overcoming those hurdles and those challenges. And because we can't do this alone. We have to help each other out. We have to lend a helping hand to somebody who's down. You can't kick them when they're down. You got to offer a hand to help them up. And so that's what I'm doing, because I was given this opportunity by Cody Green, who is the schizophrenic hippie, who said, let's get out there and talk about it. Let's get out there and talk about mental health and how it's not a lifetime sentence. It's not a something that you label and say you should just be on a pill in a room for the rest of your life. And a lot of people think that about me, that I should be in in a hospital for the rest of my life. And they thought about that when it was my court case. They wanted me to be institutionalized for my lifetime. And look where I am now. Look what I'm doing. I'm living my life. I'm out there like everybody else, just struggling and going on my highs, going on my lows, and somewhere in the middle. And it doesn't mean that you have to be forever labeled as incompetent, I guess you could say. And so that's how I wanted to channel this last chapter, to say whoever's out there that has PTSD, has anxiety, has depression, they're not lifetime sentences. They're not labels that can make you feel as if you will never overcome these things. It takes work, it takes practice, it takes effort. But just like getting out of debt or getting out of a bad relationship, it can get better. You can find your way through. So, and you can have light at the end of the tunnel. So, all right. These are the classic tarot cards, and what I wanted to put my intention with these is one for the past, one for the present, and one for the future, just to kind of see how our day is going to go. Just a little informative little way to see how everything goes. And we have the Five of Swords, and he's walking away with the swords, and the other guards are just kind of giving up on him. So kind of feel like that sometimes. So, all right, for the present, we have the Ace of Cups. Fill that cup up and look at all the abundance at the bottom, the white dove at the top, the hand that's always giving, and there's fresh starts, new beginnings, lots of healthy emotions. And so for the future card, oh, well, we're just not going to go there. Okay. We have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is kind of like telling it like it is, giving it straight, and, well, I'm going to pick one more card. So, all right. Well, let's see. All right. And the Knight of Cups. I love that card. That protector of your emotions. Protecting what's sacred within you. Protecting that love inside. You always have to keep that protected. So, all right, the Healing Spirit cards by Gordon Smith. And for this card, I'm putting the intention of knowing that you're never alone. No matter how bleak it seems, nobody's ever alone. So, all right, and this says, heal yourself to heal the world. Looks like that. All right. A heart that is filled with kindness can sometimes want to take on too much. The world is a big place for one person to heal. So it is best to heal your own world first, and then see the bigger things that concern you from a higher perspective. Spirit healers and helpers are always working to heal the world that we live in, and are proud of you for reaching this point in your development where your compassion for others has grown so much. But now you must work with them and not on your own. Bigger problems require teamwork, and they are now your team. And they are your team now. So that kind of goes with what I was talking about, with other people that are dealing with PTSD or different NGI related cases. NGI is not guilty by reason of either temporary insanity or, trauma, or it's the wording of the court system is so terrible. It makes you feel like a villain or something. Mine was guilty but not guilty due to mental disease or defect. I don't know how you can make it sound any worse. That you're just lower than the dirt. So, all right. Well, I wish you all a lot of love. I wish you a wonderful day, and we'll chat with you tomorrow.